headquartered TechnoSportswear has bagged $21 million from A91 Partners. The company manufactures performance wear targeted at the masses. Now, with the fresh capital, TechnoSport plans to enhance its manufacturing capabilities, focus on digital brand building and marketing. Its network spans across 15 states and over 5,000 active retailer touchpoints. Joining me now to discuss this further is Sunil Junjunwala, the founder of TechnoSport. Sunil, thank you so much for taking time out and being on Startup Street with us today. You know, TechnoSport is a performance wear brand, and it's a highly competitive space with many established players and new ones coming in, right? You claim that your products boast cutting-edge fabric technology. Talk to us about what sets you apart and why are you so bullish on this space?
90% of India can't afford Adidas, Nike, or other international brands, okay? But they offer a certain amount of comfort, performance, and convenience. When I talk about performance, there are certain parameters like moisture management, where we can absorb your sweat and dry it very quickly to keep you cool. There is UV protection, which can protect you from the heat from the sun, because when you're playing sports, you're predominantly outdoors. And there is odor-free technology, because when you sweat a lot, you tend to have sweat odor. So we call it antimicrobial technology. So these are certain technologies which were only available with international brands. The Indian brands were not able to give this technology. And when we started, we thought we'll bring access to this technology to the common man. And that was the vision of TechnoSport when we started it. And over the years, because of vertical integration in manufacturing, we learned how to do this technology at a very reasonable cost. And we are able to take it to the consumers at a very reasonable price.
So you're able to take this at a very reasonable price to your consumers. But, you know, before I get into it even further, this is your first fundraise since you launched the company. So take us through how you plan to use the $25 million that you've raised. What's new on the anvil?
Actually, we applied for something called PLI scheme about a year back. PLI scheme is something that the government came up with, and it had predominantly 4 pillars. One is, creating scale in the country, because India was not globally competitive, because most of the businesses were fragmented in small scale in the country. So they wanted to create scale. They wanted to create import substitution, because a lot of products were being imported. Predominantly activewear was being imported. So the government wanted to create jobs, and government wanted to, do product diversification, because India was very dependent on cotton and typical, fashion wear. So if we were doing these 4 things, government was incentivizing. So with respect to PLI, government said that if somebody invests 100 crores in plant and machinery, government will give you certain incentives. So we thought we'll go and attempt the PLI scheme, because our brand was doing very well. There was a lot of demand, and we were trying to sort out the supply problem. So when we did the project, we realized that we needed about 170, 180 crore rupees. And we thought we hit the market to raise that money. And we successfully raised that. So it's going to entirely go into manufacturing, creating a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility for activewear.
Going into creating a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. Now, you know, as we were discussing, you're targeting the mass segment and you claim to be really affordable. So take us through your top-selling products. Also, how affordable are you really? Give us a sense of the average price of the purchases.
Our t-shirts start from 300 rupees in MRP and go up to about 600 rupees. And our track pants start from 550 rupees and go up to 750 rupees. So this is the maximum retail price of our products. And, an average Indian would like to buy a set of a t-shirt and a track pant for 1,000 rupees. So this is our target, market. And when we started with sportswear about 10 years back, we realized a lot of people who were having active lifestyle were appreciating this technology, because it was making a difference to their lives. People who have active lifestyles are basically blue-collar workers. Now if you go to the countryside, more likely than not, you'll find a farmer using a track pant. Earlier he was in a lungi, now it is track pant. So when they have this active lifestyle, when they're sweating, when they're working outdoors, it is making a lot of difference. This activewear technology is making a lot of difference to their lives. And they're adapting to this very quickly. And over the years, we realized this. And we started to build products for the actual use case. And now these blue collar workers buy a lot of our products. Yeah.
So from lungis to track pants it is, and you are a homegrown brand. So take us through your manufacturing facilities. Where are they? How much are you currently producing? And how much will you scale this up by using this fundraise?
So right now, our production capacity is about 70,000 garments a day. And our production facilities are entirely present in and around Tirupur in Tamil Nadu. Now we're building a new mega factory in Perundurai in Tamil Nadu. And this new factory is going to be 100% run on green energy. It is going to be a zero liquid discharge facility. So it's highly eco-friendly with a very low carbon footprint. And it will increase our capacity to double in 2 years.
So it'll double your capacity in 2 years. But also, what's your presence like? You're online and across around 5,000 retailers in about 15 cities. So take us through what the strategy will be going forward. What's the online-offline mix at this point?
We have more than 22 super stockists across the country. Through these super stockists, we reach to more than 5,000 retailers, multi-brand outlets across the country. And currently, it contributes to about 90% of our business. Online contributes to about 10% of our business. We are also expanding to exclusive brand outlets. This year, we're going to have 12 exclusive brand outlets and grow from there on. So I think we are going to be available across all channels. We want to be present everywhere.
So you want to be present everywhere. Now, TechnoSport's operating revenue spiked 28% to 287 crore rupees in FY23, while your profits also jumped more than 2 times to 29.26 crore rupees during the same period, right? So take us through what your targets are for this financial year.
This financial year, we're targeting about 400 crores of top line, and we are looking at about 40 crores of EBITDA.
40 crores of EBITDA. India is not your only market. You're also present across Africa and UAE. So take us through your expansion plan and what's the revenue mix between the countries?
Yeah, we are looking at emerging markets. Of course, India itself has great potential. I think there's large potential to grow. But at the same time, we want to make our presence felt in emerging markets, where, firstly, we started to target UAE, where there is Indian diaspora. So the same product, same size is easily applicable for them. We also see Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia emerge. And to build a brand, it takes a long time. And if you want to build a brand in an emerged market like Europe or US, it's very expensive. Whereas in the emerging markets, you can just simply be present and you'll grow along with the market.
Right. And so where will the next leg of growth come from for you? Any new products on the anvil, new categories you're looking at entering?
Yeah, I mean, we are in the fashion industry. Every 2 months is one season. Every 2 months, we launch like 60 products. So the new products is always a churn. But now we are also looking at new categories. We are entering sports towels. We are entering accessories like socks. We are also entering footwear very soon. So these are the products that we are going to do in the future.
So lots of exciting plans there. Thank you, Sunil, for taking time out and being on Startup Street with us. We wish you all the best on your journey going forward.